the mistake I made and the lesson I learned. And that is that you should always find out who the broker represents on the deal. And in this particular case that I'm dealing with, the broker and I were working on a separate deal that fell through. And so he says, hey, I got this other deal I can tell you more about. It's okay, cool. Tells me about it. He says, listen, I'm working with another buyer on it right now, but he's decided he's going to pass on it. He's going to pass on it. He already made the offer and he's decided to pass. I said, okay. Yeah, I'd like to take a look at it and, send me over the stuff you said. And by the way, I mean, if you want to like even buy the contract from him, because he's done a lot of work on it, maybe you just want to buy have him pay him an assignment fee. I said, all right, well, let me take a look at it. Let me see what comes back. Comes back, the guy's done a ton of work. He's got site plans. He's got everything lined up. And I said, listen, if I buy this property, I have no issue with maybe kicking him an assignment fee. We'll call it that. Let's say 20 grand. But he's got nothing to sell to me right now. I'm not buying a contract. This contract was voided 6 months ago because all the dates are since passed. He's got nothing to sell me. I know, but he's done all this work. I said, that's fine. I'll do it. He said, okay, all right, that's great. I appreciate that. I said, okay, super. So I put together the purchase and sale and I send it on over and to the broker. And the broker says, okay, how am I getting paid on this deal? I said, well, by the seller. I've got you listed on here as the seller's agent. He goes, I'm not really the seller's agent. You see, I represent the buyer, the guy that doesn't have the contract anymore. I said, oh, well, then fine. So I'll just give you my contract. Well, you see, I have a fiduciary responsibility to the buyer. I'm like, well, the buyer's not going to buy. He goes, yeah, but I need to take your contract and give it to him. And I was like, no, you're not. No, he's got nothing. He's out. I was going to give him 20 grand out of the goodness of my heart if this deal closes, because he did do a lot of work and I'm a nice guy. I'm not looking to burn any bridges. So no, you're not going to take my offer and give it to him. He says, well, I kind of have to. I said, well, I guess I kind of have to not turn over this offer to you. He goes, well, yeah, okay, well, let me see if we can figure out a way to solve this. So he sends me over a couple of days later a cockamamie arrangement of how I have to do certain things in order for him. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just not getting involved in any of that. I'm just doing this straight down the book, straight down the runway, right by the book. And he says, well, okay, So I happen to know the guy's attorney here in Nashua. So I call the attorney and I say, hey, listen, here's the situation. He goes, well, I'm not authorized to represent him on this deal, but here's his phone number. You can give him a call and figure it out. So I called the seller, and it turns out, we have old friends and friends in common. Our families go way back. I said to him, I said, you know what, Jamie, I remember when I was a little kid, your grandfather was on the Johnny Carson show. He goes, yep, that's true. And as a matter of fact, you can find the clip on YouTube. So I watched the clip on YouTube. It was like, I was 6 years old when I saw that clip. And I said, Jamie, and when the first time I called him, I said, Jamie, I remember he was on Johnny Carson, but I can't remember what he was on for. Like, what was his reason? And he said, he had the largest cowbell collection. I said, that's it. And so he played the cowbells on the Johnny Carson show. So we had a little walk down memory lane with this guy. Well, come to find out, the contract that had laid fallow for months, I'm now in competition with this guy over it. So I am now revising my offer, going to tweak it a little bit. And guys, just to bust nuts, and whether I get it or not, $35,000 hard on day one. You get $35,000 hard on day one. Take it or leave it. Because of the size of the deal, it's a big deal. I'm willing to I'm willing to roll the dice and see what happens, because if I get the deal, I'm gonna do the deal anyway. So, so I figure, why not put up or shut up? So that's what I did.